I'm Nadia Sirota, and you're listening to Classical 105.9 FM, WQXR, and WQXR.org. We're live at the Green Space, and I'm talking to conductor and composer Esa-Pekka Salonen about the New York Philharmonic's Hungarian Echoes Festival, which kicks off this Thursday. So we were talking about the fact that the three composers that are featured on this festival, Haydn, Bartok, and Ligeti, span some 250 years. Ligeti passed away just recently in 2006. Did you ever get a chance to work with him?
I knew him very well, and I worked with him for years. I met him for the first time in my 20s still, and I conducted numerous concerts with him there, and I worked on almost every orchestral piece of his with him. So to some degree I can say that I know how it goes.
Are there any pieces that are coming up on this festival that you're particularly excited to hear?
Well, I'm in a lucky position in my life at the moment that I only conduct music I really like. And all these three programs are fantastic. I love them, every one of them. The last Ligeti piece in these programs, Clocks and Clouds, is the most Californian of all of Ligeti's work, and maybe that gives me a special sentiment towards it. It's a sort of very static, very beautiful kind of Terry Riley-esque kind of thing.
Well, as a sort of a grand finale this evening, we're going to listen to a unique performance by four members of the New York Philharmonic. They've basically pulled a Dr. Frankenstein and stitched together a string quartet based on three movements of pre-existing string quartets. So one by Haydn, one by Bartok, and one by Ligeti. It's a crazy hybrid, and we're calling it our Franken Quartet. Please help me welcome to the stage violist Robert Reinhardt. So, Robert, what movements have you guys decided to play as part of this Franken Quartet?
Well, we'll start with the first movement of Haydn's Opus 74, number 1, a C major quartet, and then the fourth movement of Bartok's fourth string quartet, the Allegretto Pizzicato, and then the third movement of the Ligeti second quartet.
So
that's a lot of numbers to remember. Not so easy.
Obviously, you know exactly what's going to happen next. So why did you pick these movements? Why do they go together?
Well, the Haydn, I mean, if you could pick any movement of Haydn, then it would be great. It's just, I don't know, this particular quartet, it's just a magnificent one. It's, I would have liked to play the minuet from this, because it's so striking and so beautiful, but every movement is great. This quartet was actually written, unlike most of his other quartets, to be performed in a public space. It's meant for the concert hall. So it has a slightly bigger boned, kind of more symphonic quality to it. And it has all these wonderful things that we expect from Haydn, the tremendous intelligence and the beautiful structure. And it's just the craftsmanship is actually fantastic. I mean, there's only one theme in the entire first movement of the quartet, and he creates this whole elaborate structure out of that. And it's just full of energy and charm, and I just love it. I mean, and then the Bartok, that's another body of work that's extremely, it's just incredibly great. And I mean, all the six of his quartets, I mean, you could pick any movement, but this particular movement is striking because it's played without the bow. Every note is pizzicato. And I don't know of another movement like that in the whole quartet repertoire, really. But it's a very interesting structure, and it's also full of wit and charm. And the Ligeti has a lot of also pizzicato in it. There are several passages that are arco used with the bow, but it begins and ends also with pizzicato, so it's related to the Bartok in that way.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to hear these three pieces.